Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-1 victory against Aberdeen in the League Cup semi-final. It had to go to extra time, didn't it? But we got there in the end. Not a vintage performance, not the greatest of performances, not a bad performance, certainly a lot to work on as well. I've seen a lot of takes online all throughout the game, some of them really criticising the team. I don't think it was one where you can really slate a lot of the players, but overall, just happy to get the victory. It's a cup tie at the end of the day. You knew Aberdeen were going to be up for it. It's one of these hooker by crook victories. I'm not going to be too disappointed in the way we play. It was all about the result. Cup games always are just all about the result. I'll worry about the performance when it comes to the league games. But we got there, I'm happy about that. Two changes from the Dundee United game. McGregor in for McLaughlin and Morelos in for the injured Cholak. So we lined up McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Davis, Barisic, Lundstrom, Jack, Tillman, Kent, Morelos and Sakala. On the subs bench were McLaughlin, Kamara, Wright, Roof, McCann, Arfield, King, Devine and Lowry. So the first half, we had been the better of the two teams, bar two lapses in concentration. Both of them ended up in the back of the net. However, one was ruled out for being offside, which was the correct decision. We have been positive in the first half. We were forward thinking. We were trying too many crosses into the box from the wings though, rather than going through the middle. But overall, I was fairly happy with that first half performance, bar obviously the two goals. But the warning signs were there ultimately, and we never really taken heed of that. We had the first big chance on the 3rd minute. It was a short corner with the ball out to Kent and then back to Tavernier. The ball was floated into the box from the right. Sakala with an attempted header hits off the top of his shoulder and it was off the post and cleared. And then, out of absolutely nothing, and on the 15th minute, Aberdeen actually had the ball in the back of the net, but it was about a foot offside. The problem was, it was a simple ball knocked up, really poor from McGregor by not actually coming out to meet the ball, and again, a case of him not playing to the whistle, and again, it was a case of the attacker getting a shot off at McGregor's near post, and it slipped into the McGregor's near post. Once again, McGregor getting beat at that side. Whether it was a case of him not playing to the whistle, I don't know, but he never came out for the ball and he got beat at the near post. Once again, McGregor causing issues there, and it was their first attack as well. That was the worst of it. At that point, Tillman was playing well. Sakala had with a few chances as well. Kent had a good chance on the 32nd minute with, it was a shot just outside the box after some good team play. The keeper had a decent save. He spills. Sakala shoots with the follow-up, but it then went wide. We had a chance off the line in the 36th minute. It was a corner in from the left, knocked out. Delivery to the back post by Barisic. Morelos gets a head to it from close range. The keeper makes a great save. He's behind the line, but the ball drops on the line, and despite Morelos claiming it being over, it certainly wasn't. Problem where, once again, not playing at the whistle. The play was raging on at this point. Morelos remonstrating with the referee and linesman. Play to the whistle. We've been outdone by that so many times. I mean, ultimately at that point we were controlling the game, but on occasion Aberdeen were getting a hold of the midfield, getting a quick break, but our defence was generally holding them off, and it was pretty good from them. However, out of pretty much nothing once again, on the 41st minute, masters of our own downfall, Aberdeen went 1-0. The ball played upfield by Aberdeen. The attacker was offside, so didn't go for it, but neither did Barisic or Davis. Another Aberdeen attacker ran about 20 yards to get the ball, nipped in, he squared it, and the ball, simple ball past McGregor. Just absolutely shocking. You know, Davis certainly plays a part of that blame, but Barisic, absolutely diabolical once again. Just not reading the game, not going for it, not playing to the whistle once again. It was a tough one to take considering we'd been pretty much on top, but as I said, the warning signs were there. No changes at half time. Into the second half, arguably controlling most of the half, but we really looked as if we had run out of ideas in front of goal. Some nice play on occasion, but we didn't know what to do with the ball in the final third. And then, on the 61st minute, we draw level with an outstanding piece of skill. And it was Ryan Jack that scored. Lovely build-up with Kent on the left. Nice pass to Jack, who has a cheeky back heel to Morelos into the box. Morelos squares it back to Jack, who shoots. It was deflected into the net, but I don't care. I've said it every time, if you don't shoot, you're not going to get these chances. That was something that was lacking from a bulk of our play today. Aberdeen had a massive chance though on the 72nd minute where they were on the left, the ball was crossed in, the player controls, it was knocked away outside the box and a shot off the post. Still not cleared, and they had another shot just wide. However, it was flagged for offside in any case from the initial cross into the box, and then also from the shot that went wide as well. Certainly offsides galore there, but once again we weren't reading the game properly and allowing Aberdeen into that space. Substitutions on the 73rd minute, Morelos and Tillman off, Roof and Kamara on. Our first corner of the second half on the 78th minute, that wasn't good enough at all. Lundstrom had a good chance in the 90th minute, where it was a good 1-2 with Lundstrom and Roof. Back again to Lundstrom with a shot, and it was relatively easy for the keeper. And then a moment of madness for the Aberdeen player, because in the 92nd minute, a straight red card, an absolute shocking lunge at pace, and Sakala can have absolutely no complaints whatsoever. So there, the full-time whistle happened. Into extra time, another 30 minutes. There was a wee bit of a delay at the start of it because VAR didn't appear to be working, or there was some sort of issue with VAR. In extra time, Lundstrom off, right on. Tavernier had a deflected shot just wide 2 minutes later, and then we scored to make it 2-1 in the 94th minute. Right with an outstanding piece of play down the left, blast past his man, takes it to the goal line, cuts it back, Roof in the middle to side foot it into the back of net. Brilliant all-round goal, great from right, making an instant impact there as well, obviously. It looked as if there was a VAR check, however it actually turned out that VAR wasn't working. The ref had to stop the game just after the play restarted to try and get VAR sorted. It didn't come back, and we played the rest of the game without it. Absolutely farcical. It's almost as if VAR had the Millennium Bug, where it gets to full time and it just shuts right off. Aberdeen obviously had to push for it at this point. It was a good save from McGregor in the 99th minute from outside the box. Sakala had a shot in the 103rd minute. It was deflected just wide for the corner, and then half time happened. Half time, Sakala and Barisic came off, Arfield and Devine came on. Had a few chances here and there. Roof, however, on the 113th minute, he went down injured. He seemed to get the ball near the box. It was a strong shoulder challenge. He went down, he landed on his shoulder, and he went off gingerly, and we were down to 10 men for a good 5 minutes, and then he was eventually substituted on the 118th minute, and Charlie McCann came on, obviously allowed that extra substitution in extra time. Aberdeen pushing for it. They had a wee couple of chances. McGregor had to do a couple of fantastic saves towards the end, and then that's how it rounded out. So really a bit hear him, scare him at the end there. Obviously Aberdeen pushing it for it, but we had to get the result, and we duly done so. We made heavy weather of it, but as I said, it was all about getting the result in the end. So delighted with that. So it lines us up until the next game, where we play on Wednesday. That's away to Kilmarnock. That's an 8 PM kickoff in the Premiership. So no rest there for that. We'll need to get ourselves back up for that. Obviously Kilmarnock gave Celtic a really good game by all accounts yesterday. Tottenham were quite unlucky with a VAR decision as well. Dave and I'm not sure when we'll be back. Maybe, hopefully in the next couple of days. It probably will be likely towards the end of the week though, if we are back. So all that's left to say is you can go and check out all of our usual stuff on our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com, on all the usual podcast outlets, as well as Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. I'm off for a roast chicken dinner now. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.